What's up, Doc?
Hello everybody, this is Ziggies coming to you from somewhere in this world, you know, somewhere. And I hope everybody's doing well and is ready to finally wrap this itchy trigger tentacle frickin' alien base assault, wrap it up once and for all. It's been crazy, crazy, crazy. With all the damage we've been taking, and what can I say? Carlos, good to see you in here. And EcoBot, you were bright and early too. My goodness, you're getting into a habit almost. It's like woo, because you're having fun. That now you know you got stuff to spend your points on. You're having fun with that. Once I post the commands properly. And finally, I'm little by tiny little, I'm trying to catch up with Twitch. I added a couple more of the sound redeems over there. I gotta get caught up with some of the other stuff, so everybody can partake in things no matter where you're watching from, all that good stuff. So now I'm wondering, I gotta figure, I may have to end up, that's why I'm delaying Twitch a little bit longer on the memes, because unless I run it also through StreamerBot to get the right delays, I could see things popping up at the same time. So I don't know that it's a big deal with the sounds as much as the memes, you know, covering the screen. It's like, oh, that's my nightmare. Is so many things go off at once if I don't have the proper delays in there that I can't see the game in the screen just at a critical moment, and I misclick as a result or something like that. That's probably a nightmare, but I'll set it up one way, and then if I need to do it another, because one way is easier to set it up. And, well, I guess it's not that hard the other way either anymore. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I could look for that one. In fact, I'll write it down. Obi-Wan. Yeah, yeah, there we go. So we'll find some more. The thing is, I could put it there, but I gotta find somebody that has it available in green screen. Because it's a pain to do that on my own to try and set that up. So we'll see. It's the hardest part about these things is finding what I deem as good ones. And yeah, I'm gonna have to probably take that Monsters Incorporated one out because it's too transparent to show up properly, even though I like what it says. And so, you know, some will be hits, some will be misses, and we'll just keep looking till we find the right ones. Yeah, I tried some changes over there, but I struck out. So maybe there's some magic colors. Maybe there's just something I haven't tried yet to work on that. So, you know, maybe I'll mess with it a little bit more before I give up. Hey, Werner, good to see you popping in today. Hope you had a good week as we kind of close out the week. That would be kind of nice. There, I got my earphones back to their normal sound. Everything was a little quiet in my ears. Hopefully it's okay for all you. The volume, everything, and all that is
What's up, Doc?
working for all of you out there. And Stormus, ahoy hoy to you. Glad you could make it with us tonight. Hope you had a nice week too. As I'm telling, I hope everybody's gonna have a nice weekend coming up. It was supposed to be a little colder at this point in the week, but it actually was not a bad day. If it just wasn't so windy, it really would have been a nice day. At least where I am. Yeah, stream starts. Oh yeah, top of the hour. Thank you, EcoBot. I'm busy chatting away, talking away, and half the time I miss Nightmare's top of the hour thing. Yeah, wish me more luck than yesterday, at least. There we go. The remnants. Man, there are too many gosh darn injuries. That's all I have to say. Who has movement left? You know what I'm going to do? We're going to have a big group hug in the center with everybody who's injured, so we can move on to the command pod. So who else is injured? Here, you're injured. Let's get up in here. Let's all snuggle really close. Because I know someone, unless they've finished all their movement, it wasn't Kibo, I don't think. Yeah, he already used his, so it must be Knick-Knack. And let me just make sure I didn't leave anybody out. Full strength, full health, full health, full health. So anybody that needs help is right here. So let's just do it. Get ready for the final push. Yeah, it gets them all. And now everybody's not going to be 100%, but hey, they're going to be better than they were. And then I think I also have a couple of med kits, and I'm going to be darn tootin' that we're going to do it. Because if we do get a bleed out kind of thing where I wish I had one, that just means hurry up and kill the rest of them so they don't bleed out. It's going to be the way we're going to have to play. Who else over here? Okay, Floki, since you're shorter range suppressor, we are going to heal you as opposed to our long... I have an idea for the long range suppression and the sniper, and then everybody else. I kind of been thinking how's the best way. Bold. Yeah, well then, but then it's also risky. If I don't apply med kits, I have to think who's the most susceptible. Because I have a med kit here. Karma Suture has one left. I mean, is that enough health? I don't know. And who's to say Karma Suture can even reach them if the battle's going on? You know what I mean? Just spitballing. Floki as a suppressor, I gotta have you, because if you get a nasty hit, we just gotta have you fixed up.
Here, this'll help.
Okay. Just gonna have to work. Oh yeah, he has an arc thrower for the mechs. So yeah, okay. The only one that won't, but he'll be at long range, is Kingpin. So we can come over here, Karma Suture, yeah, and let's help Kibo. Knickknacks 100%, 100% at least at the moment. You. Well, we have one arc thrower left here too. Did I use it on Neek? Really? He was right next to me. No, I used it on. Look at Kibo's health. I used it there. See, he's up to 3. Oh, the med kit. Oh, that was a misclick. Well, that means I'm gonna heal Floki because he needs to be full health. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Nightmare. Yep, there, you got this. You got to use a sound. What can I say? What can I say? All right. Well, at least I don't have a misclick streak on this playthrough. It's just running Overwatch, which you, if you didn't notice on the opening screen, is the streak is back to 0. So today we'll see if we can get that streak back up to 1. Okay. So everybody that has movement, let's just kind of crowd on in here, and we'll go bursting through the door coming up and working on setting up here, reloading, all that stuff next turn. I guess nobody else can, I see you got a movement, so you can reload now. Oh, I picked the right weapon.
Weapons hot.
And you're reloaded.
Roger that. Scanning.
We'll reload you. All right. Let's get moving out. Now, Knick-Knack, now that you're 100%, not that, let's just start moving up. I'm going to take a number of people up high, because if they're out, they're back here usually by the hyperwave relay, and it's really awkward cover-wise to go from here to over to here to try and get any flanks. So we're gonna primarily go high ground with suppression. I'm thinking I should be safe putting my long-range suppressor right there, and we may not see everything because, you know, the height problems and all there and all that, and then there's these things, but I think we have a chance to see fairly deep if they jump down to this cover, which we've seen that kind of activity before. So other than that, because there really is no sense getting him up here, because he has to move and then he can't shoot. He has to move and then not shoot. So he's got to be somewhere, you know, ready. Okay, let's do the reload there. But that's my overall plan. Who else is in the center? Anybody? Okay, Van Dorn, you reloaded, so let's get you up towards the top.
Double time it.
And Hong, we're gonna move you down here.
Location confirmed.
I'm not moving you. What next turn will be the big move. I don't think this will activate anybody, but it'll be a challenge. We'll just do a short move just so I have everybody reloaded, because we may need every little bit. Plus, that's going to allow me to do this and make up for the med kit I screwed up on.
Yeah.
Karma Suture, you're supposed to remind me when I blow things like that. Okay, Shakti rockets, we're gonna head you over. You're reloaded, so we'll start heading you over this way. Desperado, why don't we bring you over on this side?
Rolling out.
And that'll be who's on this side. Floki, Desperado. So that means everybody else will go this way. And with your weapon, Howdy Doody, you probably won't be doing much. About the only thing I see you doing is lobbing down chem grenade if we can reach the, you know, the big guy, the big-headed guy. And then lobbing down some flashbang grenades to try and help elsewhere. That's going to be your job. And then Grunty, you're going to be right there, because you should be able to see all the way through, depending on, now obviously they can take cover and all that stuff, but you should be able to control the map once we peek over the top, is what I'm thinking. So Kibo, you're going to be a mech on this side. And that's how I'm planning to set up. We'll see how that works. And as we move forward, we've kind of messed with this high ground before. If I stay off to the side, the area to move forward that's dangerous is towards the center, because there's no, this railing does not exist to block line of sights. So sometimes they can see you all the way back here watching the entertainment system and they get pissed. At least that's what I think they do. Yeah, stay there.
Approaching target now. We have eyes.
We got to give a chance. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, because there's a lot of people that need to catch up to us. It looks like, and double check that everybody's reloaded as we get up here. Karmasutra, you're heading off this way.
The dogs are coming.
The dogs of war. And Howdy Doody. And he's ready to go up there. Okay, I'll move up here next time, just in case. So more people are close enough to react if for some reason I've misjudged. So that just makes sense. You can start steadying. Oh, whoa, we didn't reload you. So you will reload and then in the future start steadying. Okay, this group will kind of move up together from here. And you just stay there, because next turn we're gonna, next turn or the turn after, yeah, they're down there just as we suspected. And we can see the glow of the hyperwave relay. That's usually, they're usually kind of around it over here. That's been our experience on this particular map. So, yeah, I don't want anybody going to Jesus today. I want them going to Jesus. It's awkward depending on how they scatter and move, because he could get a chance to try mind control. If we're lucky, he just does, you know, Mind Fray. God, I had Mind Merge stuck in my head. I'm going, no, that's not it. It's the other one. So we should be okay kind of angling over here, still gaining benefit from this. So we'll angle over. Famous last words, right? Watch us activate.
Affirmative.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be okay there. You should be able to get up to the edge for shooty purposes. And then, Floki, if I bring you here, you'd be able to potentially get up here for a little suppression.
On it.
Okay, now we got to do the same thing on this side.
Sto muovendo.
Howdy doody. Yeah, you wanna be near the front too. And Karma Sutra, you're more back row because possibly early on we'll do a little telekinetic field with you to protect us as we peek over the edge. So we'll see. Yeah.
We have eyes on the target.
All right, and here, well, what I'll do is I'll move down next time. So everybody, if we activate by doing this, it means I will lose this suppression. But I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah, that's the one person that doesn't have Titan armor. He has the Aurora armor, and it did help a little with the device that he has. You know, the mimic beacon. It puts his yeah, it doesn't show his will here, but it puts his will nice and high. Oh yeah, like here we can check it. His will is at 106 with that Aurora armor, and you need high will if you want to try using that mimic beacon, as we've learned. So if you have too low a will using the mimic beacon, it's not going to attract anything. So that's kind of why. I don't know, because with the I always think of the big head guy. He always usually starts around the beacon. It doesn't mean he stays there. He's scattered down here. Yeah, I think last time, because we came in more from the side before, he scattered all the way down here. So we'll see what he does with us approaching from a slightly different angle this time. I don't know. I don't know what it does. I would assume it activates them. I don't know how much I want them activated out of sight, though, not knowing how much Overwatch is out there to, you know, get up to the edge with. That worries me a tiny bit. I'm pretty sure that move for the long-range gunner is safe, but just to be absolutely certain, I'm gonna wait. Because if for some reason I'm wrong, I'd rather have people that could move and shoot to help cover for that activation. So I'm gonna wait. We're gonna do this first thing next time. Yeah, they're right around the hyperwave relay. So we're gonna do it now. No, I guess he's on a weird surface, so it's hard to just click on him to activate him. We'll do it this way. And take the center spot.
Time to motor.
Okay, it didn't activate. He's now in position. You can't really get any closer because otherwise you have... I feel better having them center so we have more ability to see farther in without this ledge getting in the way. Because if I start coming up over here, we lose all Overwatch on this side and we only gain, and you know, it's with the long range guy, unless he's flying, and I have multiple, you know, an Aurora suit to have him flying to get over that issue. But if he's grounded like he is today, this is, in my opinion, the best spot, because even on the side where we were, there wasn't perfect spots. I think we had him here and it kind of only covered here. And so if they don't scramble there, it's a waste. But I mean, we'll see. So everybody just Overwatch, and we will actually go live.
Moving to Overwatch.
I shall
Now that everybody's set.
We have eyes on the target.
And we'll go see what we can see. Yeah, I could have... It is a meta. I know about that build. I've just never really used it. Like, Gleaser, I hope you're feeling better today. Well, he obviously is feeling better because he's giving us screwy vibes right now. He had the vibe just in time. Okay, this is it. You're steadied. This is it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna bring Van, and then he's gonna try and make up for it and get another high roll because he's feeling better today. He's back to normal Gleaser now. And when he had to leave early yesterday, yes. Oh, Carlos helped a little. And Gleaser, didn't you do a 69 also? It's like, and I tried to pretend, okay, that's a decent number. It's too high, but I know where we know they're down there. I don't think that's gonna tell me anything. I'd almost rather save it in case they scatter out of sight somewhere and we can pick them up that way. So I think that's what I'll do. Van Dorn? Look for Mr. Big Head Sectoid, why don't we? Here we go.
Closing on contact.
Holy sh... That is not anything. Just so you know, Carlos and Gleaser, all 4 vibes were over 50%. Yeah, what kind of effed up pod is that? Since when have we seen Max? Since when? Yeah. That was my face. Joey, that was my face. Oh my god. Okay. So these guys are on Overwatch. But I gotta get somebody up there. Yeah, I think...
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, I know! Oh yeah! I think I'm safe getting here without popping the Overwatch. Because if we only just see this guy on the last step, I think we're okay. And then hopefully that gives me sight of at least one of the mechs. Hopefully both. And we can figure something out. So please, don't let Commander be wrong.
I'm on it.
Okay. Overwatch, Overwatch. Otherwise, there's no outsiders. So they replaced... We've had Sectoid Commander with 5 outsiders. So instead, they did 2 Mechtoids and 3 Sectoids. I guess, scariness-wise. Now! I'm glad you don't live over there, Carlos. Yeah, if you had gotten rid of my glasses sooner, I wouldn't have been so shocked. Let's see. Okay, so I should have this. Yes, I do. So I think Trumpkin has made it in. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah. Oh my god. So we have 3 sectoids, 2 mechtoids, and a sectoid commander. Okay, so we see all the sectoids too. They didn't split up at all. How weird is that, having all 3 clump over to one side too? Now let's take a look at our targets. Mechtoid. Mechtoid. So they're both mechtoids. Nothing amazing. They're garden variety at least. Yeah, garden variety. So let's I guess what we'll do is I'll just pick one. And since you're straight ahead, because I know you, well, you could suppress either one. So we'll have Floki suppress here, and we'll have Kingpin suppress there. Kingpins will get it shredded. The other one, I don't know if it's automatic shred, so that makes it a little tougher. I doubt they're close enough and on different levels that my danger zone will, I think they're just a little too spread out for danger zone. And let me make sure I suppress. Well, what are the odds that on double tap I'd miss twice? How about that? How about that? What are the odds that I miss twice? So at 87, 2 shots at 87. Well, it would be a shot at 87, then he got hollow targeted, then a shot at 97. I should be able to hit on 2 shots like that, and then it would be extra damage on top of that, and he'd be shredded. So, there's my play. So let's go back to where it was and shoot. All right, hit number 1. Now it's 97, just the way it's supposed to work, game. And he's shredded. That's good. Now, Floki, you're not going to suppress either. You're going to shred away here too, I hope. If you hit, he's shredded. And guess what? If you miss, I'd be disappointed. Now I got Floki still. I got Floki to do the other guy. So I did have a plan nightmare. I just had, 2 separate people doing one per. One per. So let's do our shot at 100% here. He's now shredded. Oh, he moved though, so he didn't get double tap. But it doesn't matter. He's shredded. We're still good. We're still good. Because I have this as my next shot. Now that they're shredded, I say, since you have the most health up top, I say precision on you. How about that? 52% chance for crit. Can you do it, Grunty? You gotta make up for those high rolls, my friend. You gotta make up. No crit! See, Grunty? You and your high vibe rolls. You just have to do it, don't you? Okay. Well, I mean, I have more shots. I have whatchamacallit, rapid fire from Kibo, hit and run from, so I think we can kill the mechs. So just continue on the same guy and make up for it and get a 2% crit for me this time. Please. That was better damage this time. Okay. Now, I got shots. Oh, that was the problem. I needed to suppress because they're on frickin' Overwatch, so I gotta be careful how I approach. That's part of the problem. That's what I was thinking, and that's the true problem. See, because Van Dorn at his angle does not see down far enough. And then you would come here and you're not seen. Okay. And then if you come here, you see one of them. So you do the rapid fire up top. Let's see if you can get rid of this guy with rapid fire. There's a chance you could do that, Kibo. Okay, we did not pop the Overwatch. I got lucky. And there was a reason I wanted to suppress, right? Yeah. And it's 2 shots at 100%. That's the kind of rapid fire. Yeah, we got him. Okay. Now oh fudge. Now I gotta have you take a shot on him. Do you see him down there? Oh yeah, okay, you see him. I was like, you can get there and see him. Okay. I was a little worried that I screwed up, but no, we do, because we can see everybody from behind here except for that mechtoid there. So we don't see it from back here. We're just running right here. That's when we see him and we hit and run him. And pray to high heaven that we kill him. Thank God he's shredded. Yeah, we will. With 2 shots, we will. Yeah, okay. 14. If we do, we only need 12 this time. Okay. Now we have one more thing left to worry about. And that is him and mind control. And we don't have a good plan. Yeah, we can. There's a sectoid commander. Make sure there's no surprises. He has Mind Fray, Psi Panic, Greater Mind Merge, where he can merge all his buds together. Psi Control. Yeah, that's basically his mind control. And then his shot, if it hits, gets extra damage. So, no surprises. No surprises at all. But what I'm going to have to try and do, we need to keep you alive, Van Dorn. Because if a worst case happens, like I can bring you up, we can go for a sectoid, try to lower their count a little bit. I got Shakti rockets. They can come up and see for a shot. And I've got Howdy Doody. They could even come up and throw a acid grenade. I think you might even be able to reach. See, the acid grenade is for the guy. See, we can even reach standing where we are. Except I'll move up a little because I want to make sure. So it looks like I'd be able to cover, hit 2 of them. Okay, 3 of them. That's pretty damn good. Oh, and I only hit 2. He was highlighted at one point. Why did he not? Chalk that up to an errant throw. Now I have no more acid grenades, and flashbangs do not work against him. That's not good. Okay. Therefore, I'll target him. Or do we just try to hit one of the other lackeys? Maybe the guy in the back that's not... Yeah, I don't think that was Scatter. I swear I saw him highlighted. But something changed. I don't think I moved the mouse at all. I don't know why it changed. Anyway, we're going to holo target. Because I doubt we're going to hit. Wow. All I got to say is I doubt we're going to hit, and we hit. Although the odds that one of us can get up there, kill him, will not be amazing. 53? Well, it's a coin flip. Hot damn. Hot diggity dog. We'll get you up here, Desperado.
Solid copy.
That's a halfway decent shot that you have. Ooh. But that's an even better one. Potentially. Well, we hit on one coin flip. Do we go for another coin flip? Oh well.
No way that just happened.
Yeah, well it did. How far do I cover from here? Okay, I definitely want to come over to this side. How far forward does it go? Yeah, but it curls. It's a circle. My concern is I can center, but if I come back here, I don't think I pick up the corner guys. If I come here, I'm worried people can see me. But it's hard to tell with the green fuzz around there. So maybe I bring you over here. The only one that might not be covered then, but at least you have cover here. The only one that might not be covered is Van Dorn, but we're gonna do telekinetic field. Well, the other thing we can, well, actually, is this gonna do anything? I think I'm better doing telekinetic field. I think that's, I can always try throwing that next turn. Seeing if it messes up with them.
The doctor's coming!
Now, if he mind controls, about the only out I can think of is charging down there with our mech, as long as he doesn't mind control the mech. And then, trying to flank him, and then problem is that's too far, and then give an extra hit here with command and just try that game. So here we go. Yeah, everybody but Van Dorn is protected. Let's see what happens.
Now we can win this war!
Oh, he only shot! How crazy is that? Oh, that's not good because he's one of my best shooters. Okay. Okay. He's a good shooter from up on high. So I wonder... So in case I don't need the command... I could hide from the commander right there with you. Can we afford to delay it a turn? Because then I don't have to worry about the command if something happens to Van Dorn. And then I can collateral damage them, and hopefully he stays frozen here. And then if he mind controls, who cares? I use my jet boot to get right next to him and hit and run him to death, I hope. Because I don't think this device can be destroyed. Because it's required in-game, so I don't think the game... I think this is considered indestructible. Or I do that with the Sectoid Commander. So, we may have even tried that once earlier on. So, we'll do this first. You guys need to go away. So it's becomes 1 against 8. We're gonna hang on to your shot. Let's give you a go here. We'll hang on to Howdy Doody, because if we don't kill those two, they can be flashbanged. Ooh, and I may not kill them. Unless we can have some hit and run magic here. Oh my god. Oh, we got Floki too. There's the guaranteed kill.
Drinks are on me.
Okay, we cannot reach, so your use is over. Thank God the mechs were there, or that would have been a wasted position. I'm still gonna move you up. And then, who do I want to take that other shot? Do I dare risk you? Well, his shot isn't gonna kill you necessarily. Yeah, Floki, go ahead.
My mama could kill your weak ass.
Oh, you had double tap? I thought we used... Oh, you didn't have double tap last time. Yeah, I remember now. Take a pot shot.
Oh, my bad.
It's a 45% shot for our sniper. I can afford to take it. He doesn't have double tap active right now, I don't think, anyway. So it's just one shot. He'll get double tap back and he'll still have the ammo for it. So we'll just take a random 45% shot. Not great shots. You know what I should have done? Now, as soon as I pressed the trigger on that one, I said, you know, I shouldn't have done that. I should have put him on Overwatch so he gets frozen back there. That's what I should have done. Also, I don't have anybody active. If I hadn't have shot Floki... Okay, we have this.
Let's go kick some ass.
And look. This is the guy you are afraid of. So rather than take, like I said, rather than take the shot, maybe we, because I'm going to run down here, so we set up for the hit and run next turn. And then that's what we'll do. And then in the meantime, I'll throw this baby down there. I don't think it messes with sectoid commanders, but what the hey. Let's put it in the acid just in case, eh? We got it. Let's use it. We're gonna come down here. We're hidden from him. I have enough ammo. I wonder if I put it over on this side, that'll keep him from moving, and then I can still flank him over on this side and be okay. Why not? And, you know, I think he's too strong to mind fray. Yeah, I just thought I'd take a look. And so let's, now I feel like, okay, let's Overwatch. That'll make him play a mind game here, maybe.
On Overwatch.
Wow, I've never seen that guy just, you know, shoot. Why is he not playing mind games? Does he think he got acided? Okay. Maybe he thinks he got acided. Let's come over here so we hopefully don't set that off and get hurt. Yeah, and there we go. We stayed out of its radius. Then, oh, it's 100%. I was gonna say I can hollow target if we need it. We need 2 good hits, and we have a good chance for a crit. No crit there, but if we do 17 again, he's gone. Oh, guess what we got? We got a commando, but yeah, and I think you have ammo too. Oh, thank the Lord. Let's get back over there. Yeah, we had 1 shot left because I chose not to reload here and shoot that thing, but I was pretty sure we had one. Here we go. Woo!
I will send you to Jesus.
Yeah, that is what it's all about. Okay, 53 results. Now, no operatives lost, but we're gonna have at least couples, 2-3 significant injuries due to that itchy trigger tentacle. So let's go take a look at the spoils. Yeah, there could be some injury time involved, should we say? I think there's at least one. Well, Kibo, look at, for as nasty of a hit as he took, he's only out 10 days. Thank God for mechs. Double wound fatigue, double wound fatigue. Somebody took a wound though, right? Yeah. Oh, but it's only 18 days. Okay. There was no monther out there. There was no one monther. So it's you know, double fatigue, injury, which is almost double fatigue, and then that's the big one, 18 days. I can live with that for now until I need them. I'm cool until I need them. Okay, another hyperwave beacon, which I can't sell or use anymore. Here's the big one. What do we... Yeah, see, that's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough for what we need. I do appreciate all the other stuff we're getting, but it's only Illyrium that matters to us right now to try and catch back up, and Illyrium is the only way we're going to be able to win for shooting down the Overseer. Got stuff to sell, you know, alien surgery, stasis you know, all that stuff is just money. So we got plenty of money, and then we picked up stuff that maybe we'll get you know, council members to trade for. Yeah, let's go see what's damaged. No, I can't afford to build anything that requires Illyrium right now, because the only thing that will end this God-forsaken long war is the EMP cannons on the Firestorm. We saw how pitiful our plasma weapons perform anymore against the Overseer due to its excessive armor over time that just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So we need the EMP to get through the armor. Unless we get lucky that it goes to North America with all our Firestorms with plasma and we just eke out a kill somehow. Those are the only hopes I have. Okay, we damaged a plasma rifle. That was on Desperado. The flamethrower. That sucks. Titan armor. And then we fortunately have a second railgun, I do believe. And one of the Titan armors. So that comes from our... I'm surprised the flamethrower, because who was carrying the flamethrower? Oh, I guess it must have been Kibo, if that got hurt along with the railgun. All right, not the end of the world. Now, I think that one's practically guaranteed to not get blown up out of the sky. Nightmare. I think it's coded in there where it's nigh impossible to because that's a required mission. So I think it's pretty well coded in there that you can't destroy the Overseer. At least maybe it's every time, but for sure the first time.
Remember, we will be watching.
Because it's a game critical event. So we'll go into the gray market. Now, we do have an outsider shard, so we will start building another thing for another alien base assault, because we just might need it, depending on the missions that happen the rest of the month, to get us enough Illyrium. So there could be another one of these in our future. Yeah, but you know, it'll pop one back up again, and maybe they'll get a couple, who knows. But and there was no outsiders this time in the command pod, so thank God we did have one, because we didn't have a chance to get one today. And we got 4 hyperwave beacons that are worthless, because we already built our hyperwave relay, so too bad we can't sell or trade those. Okay, let's sell what I can up here. It's not very far up here. Yeah, the for sure stuff. I'll at the moment I don't need the cash.
We don't have the resources to go off on a wild goose chase.
So I'll just sell this stuff that we don't hopefully need anymore. Alien entertainment. Alien food. Okay, so, you know, cash-wise, we're fine. We'll build a couple more satellites. We'll build another shard key, which may take a little Illyrium, but we gotta have that to make more Illyrium. And so we're sitting at 149. I think we need for that research to be at 200. I mean, I'll double check. That's plenty of drone wrecks. We'll keep a lot of these wrecks just for potential trade offers for those countries or whatever that do not have full shields. And we got some more aim modules to build. And we've got these 2 more dodge modules to build. So that's all good stuff. So let's go to the building part. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We'll build new skeleton key. It takes Illyrium, of course, but you know, 'tis what it is. We'll get a rebate once it's built. We'll get some of that back. And then the modules, we'll get those all loaded up. Dodge. Okay, there's our 2 there. And then aim modules, we're sitting at 7. And we can, what did I say? We can build 2 more of those. Okay, 3 more. That's even better. Okay. All right. Cash is good. While we're here, then I'll just build a couple more satellites because we're going through those like candy. We got 4 in line, but they're sending battleships to shoot down satellites now. They're sending terror ships to shoot down satellites now. Oh yeah, repair bay. Thank you for that. I saw that one right away, Nightmare. Oh, you said it twice. Okay, we got that. And then let's build a couple more satellites. Because they're going to be shooting down satellites quicker than we can build them if we aren't careful. In fact, we'll build another one. Hello, Brother Victor! Do I... Oh, Wasteland 3? We played Wasteland 3 a little while ago. So I'm not sure, what do you mean when you say help or have something? So clarify. I'll see if I can answer the question the way you want it. Yeah, so there's nothing left that I can think of to do. Yeah, we have the VODs of that playthrough, our Wasteland 3 version that we did. Oh, you need more. Oh, you're doing a multiplayer version with it? Ah, I see. That explains it. Well, when I stream so many days a week, it's kind of tough to squeeze it in. So we'll see. When is your playing time? I'm doubtful that I'll be able to oblige. You know, streaming 5 days a week kind of a thing, among other things going on. But if anybody else has the game and is interested in multiplayer, hit him up. Hit Brother Victor up. Yeah, all we got left now that I can think of is we're waiting here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 firestorms and a leader. If I decide to take them all out or just, I'm thinking to do it one at a time so I can because if I take all 5 out, I can't use all the things we have. So I could take 1 out, dodge and aim until we get the 2 dodges, and then retreat, take another 1 out, da 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 da. That's kind of the way I'm thinking of doing it, to get as much hitting as we can. Haha, we had fun playing Baldur's Gate 2. That's a pretty cool game. So there's our air game here. And we're gonna go scan. That's all we can do right now. I think we've done everything we need. Let's look at the soldiers available just to get a sense of our barracks. We come down to here on Master Sergeants, so we're a little lacking on Master Sergeants, especially some of the classes that I like the best.
What's up?
Gunners, we can get away being less than Master Sergeants if we just keep them suppressing. So roster's a little on the thin side as far as A-level individuals, at least while they're fatigued. We've also got, well, Neek Knack, that was a double fatigue. That was a wound by that cyber disc, the level 9 cyber disc, and that was a wound. So we still got Leal, 33 days. Kingpin. Yeah, we got some tough wounds. So we got to be careful. Yeah, our Pathfinder we double fatigued. He was on this mission we just finished, and he was double fatigued because I needed him on this mission. So his double fatigue wound was only 5 days, thank God. Okay, here we go. Now let's go see what we can find. You got to remember, we're in November of frickin' 2017. Not many people play this late. Not many people have the alien research get up to 786. You see, we're pathetic. We took too long. My late game knowledge was lacking, and I made some mistakes getting where we needed to be, thinking we could do it with plasma. Well, actually, when we got plasma and the hyperwave relay, we were still okay, but the overseer took yeah, we're playing Long War. We're playing Long War. And so the hyperwave relay took too long to build, and we finished that soon enough. This was like back in April, May of this year. And the overseer never went to our continents, and we had 2 continents with a pair of firestorms with plasma, and the frickin' overseer just avoided us for several months. So by the time that happened, and then we finally caught up to it, they got to high research, and therefore the armor on the overseer that we should have been able to shoot down got ridiculous. And now we're trying to frantically build the EMP weapons, so we have something that it's the best air game weapon to shoot through armor. And so that's kind of where we're sitting, guys, just so you know. And they have no bases anymore, because we've recaptured any bases they used to have. Asia is where they started out with their original base, so Asia is just... The next base is probably going to be in Asia. They'll either build it in China or Australia next. No, probably not Australia, because I'll be able to fly a satellite there to lower panic a little bit. But China's they're going to probably reclaim China again, the first place they had, at the end of this month. That's my best guess. Because China has no shield either.
I'm receiving you.
Because they were always under control. They could do no trades to build their shield. I mean, Russia has they could have done a lot more trades if they made smart ones. Okay. Here we go. And now, what are we going to find? New request from India, but obviously we can't fulfill it or it would have showed it to us.
Contact detected.
Typical. We have everybody loaded up for it to fly over in North America, and this has been our life. We do not have the air game to shoot it down here, so we have to ignore it. And the only place we have a hope of shooting it down, yeah, here we go again, is North America. Yeah, my life sucks. I think I'm gonna be playing this game till the day I die. That's the way it feels right now. I'm telling you, I'll be going, yeah, if you're young enough, you may think I'm already doing that, but I'll have my little cane, and I'll be going, come on, let's get him. Yeah, it's eternal war, not long war. It's crazy. It's the longest war. That's the way it feels. Holy smokes. Let's see what else is going to happen. We got Bulwark back and another name that I didn't catch before it disappeared. Atakambi is back. Oh, he's only a sergeant anyway. Yeah, it's going on forever.
Our satellite is prepped and standing by.
Okay, we're starting to get backup satellites. So by the time they're all built, we'll be back. We'll have like 10 in reserve for when they get shot down. Oh, that was Tectonic. Oh, so he's back. Phew. Yeah, that's right. He's not even Master Sergeant. So, but hey, Pathfinder is a Pathfinder. Is a Pathfinder. Is a Pathfinder.
Commander, our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
Quampa's back, so we got Adelia back. Someone's aircraft has been repaired and it's back to service. I should probably look at that to make sure there's nothing we have to do with that. Ready. And use your eagle eye. I don't care about leaders having, you know, Vulcan or less than the best, but oh, Goose is back in 0 hours. We need to get Antros a... Oh, I may have to build a... I don't... Yeah, well, let's see. I don't think I have another one. Oh, we do. We have a Phoenix cannon for him. You're going to be out of service while you load that up. Or the Phoenix cannons are actually upgraded to coil guns now. Okay, I mean, you know, the air game looks fantastic because everybody's green and ready. Problem is there's silly little interceptors and not all my firestorms. We decided we had to just stack them up to have any hope of shooting down the Overseer with all the armor it has right now. Oh, Bubbles at the bottom. Thanks for pointing that out. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Oh, yeah. It's minor. Not that a Stingray will make a difference with all the armor we're dealing with right now, but hey, every little bit. As we found out yesterday in Terror from the Void, a vest or a little detail like that, maybe it makes out few hit points of difference that something matters. So that's why we do it. Yeah, I think the people that made Wasteland 3 are working on some other, yeah, 6. It was the vest we put on them. It was the vest that he put on. It helped him survive the blast, and then Trumpkin that was next to him had the anti-fire vest, among other things, that kept him alive so he could heal him, and we kept him alive. So it's like, ooh, that was just nasty yesterday. Anybody that missed that stream. Here we go. We're gonna get some dodge and aim modules here coming up next. Blue Jay's back. That's good to have him back. We're now armed with the Phoenix Cannon and Bubbles with the Stingray. So thank goodness they're back in the game. And yes, we'll do it. Not that I need another low-level sergeant recruit, but it'll give them more shield. In fact, is Japan as good as they can get now? Yeah, Japan is as good as they can get. Not that it's helping them with their panic that much, but you know, it could be just enough to keep them from panicking and leaving us. What can I say? Oh, yeah, yesterday's mission, I couldn't believe how rough that was. Woof. Okay, here we go. He's re-signed for training. We have a large terror ship. Oh, now they're sending terror ships to do research. So it's going to land in France. Can't shoot it down with the air game I have there, so we will ignore, watch it land. It's going to be a landed terror ship that's doing research, not a terror mission. So let's see what happens when it lands. Because it could mean, unless it's, you know, a trappy thing, it could mean potential resources for us that we need desperately. And our pilots so far that training ended are signing up for new training, so that's good.
Contact detected.
Oh, hell no. That's a trap. That's trap size. So we don't even know all the enemies we'd be facing on this one because they don't fit for that size of a crew. Holy moly. That's more than the alien base assault that we just did. My God. Yeah, that's a little south of France, don't you think, where it landed? So I don't as much as we need the resources. Oh, it was 53, that's right. So it's the same. But it's also not nearly as big of a map. So I could argue that also. So let's at least look at the team we have, because we could always go down and start it. But the problem is, you know, with trap, they tend to bum rush you, and so it's challenging, to say the least. We'll take a look. You know, the map really doesn't tell me much, but oh, it's the one that has no cover on the sides, if that's where our starting position is. I think that's what this map is. It's the one with barren, hideous cover on the sides, which is even worse for a trap mission if that's where we start. Okay. I mean, we could do a Suharafik karaoke to scout us so we can try sniping as many as possible. As far as medics, who would I have? Because we would definitely want a medic on this one. So Suharafik would not be the officer. If I brought Kwampa would be the officer then. Because she outranks Suharafik. Who do I have for gunners? Yeah, Mags. Not a bad choice. Considering. And Tariq. Magera. He's got some size skills at least. I would definitely need a rocketeer. So Oust, not a bad pick. Sniper wise, depending on where we start. Do I want double tap? They both have amazing aim. They both have crappy health. But I go with Emo because he's pinch more mobile, although Carnage has a pinch more will to survive. And you got a little better let's just do that. I'm not convinced I'm going to do this mission right now. I'm not convinced. Well, the theory is you can start out and don't leave the landing zone. So if things don't go the way you want it to go, you retreat. But if you get lucky, you know, if you get lucky and things going well and you can hang a little while, maybe eventually you whittle them down. So there will be mini boss and a tough pod. Yeah. I just don't know that we're up to it. I mean, I do have a Shogun, and I do have a lower level. It would be a way to get some experience for him. Pathfinder. I do not have the flamethrower if we have, but Chrysalids wasn't on the list. Was it? How many openings do I have left? I got 1, 2. Oh, but I kind of need an engineer. So maybe we don't do Suha, and I do both mechs and an engineer. Yeah, I have a tech sergeant. No, that's a captain. No, I don't have any. Yeah, like I'm gonna be two rookies. No way. Yeah, I need to level up. That's for a crash scout if we get so lucky to crash a scout. If we are even seeing, I don't think we're even seeing scouts anymore. Because they're shooting down, if they're shooting down our satellites now with terror ships and battleships now, I think we're never going to see a scout again. So our ability to level troopers up is like nothing right now. Absolutely nothing right now. Now, 2 rookies, not if I want to have a chance to win this, because I need tech. The only reason I'm thinking about going down and doing this is because I need the resources. I need the Illyrium I would get from this mission. So I'm not going to leave. It's going to be a boring mission to watch because I'm just going to camp in the starting zone. Yeah, I'm just going to camp in the start zone. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we leave. This is kind of what I'm thinking, Nightmare. Nah, on a mission, on a trap mission? No. Not at all. That would help lower their resources too. If we're successful on this ship, that would definitely lower the alien resources, which would make it harder for them to keep sending these big ships too. So it's like, that's why I have to try it. You know, when things don't go your way for a while, you gotta do it. I know. So Suha, I'm sorry, but I think I gotta go. If I have any hope, I gotta go with my potential strength here, or the ones that can carry the hardest hitting weapons, and that's just the way we play it. And then I want to engineer, so we have things. And Scarecrow's my best available. I have so many specialists, corporals, and sergeants, it's ridiculous. Because all my best soldiers are in the memorial. And this guy's coming back in 3 days, so we get our best Pathfinder that remains in 3. We get Kibo back in 8 days. Then I get another gunner in 6. I don't know how to play without gunners, you know? And I got plenty of low-level gunners, which I can still bring out because they can suppress and help us that way. So, Scarecrow, I'm giving you the call just because you also have size skills over Hathor. And Hathor's not... her promotion is not imminent. So let's see if I have enough armor. I don't think... I'm only gonna do Corsair armor for you, because you can't wear the Psi, because I don't think I quite have enough Titan armors for everybody. And if I can't give you that, yeah, I'm just gonna, you're not gonna be a shooter, you're just gonna be healing and throwing dense smoke. That is your job, Odelia. And you can carry that to help heal mechs. I'm not even thinking about captures. I mean, yeah, I'm bringing an engineer, but I'm not bringing the engineer for captures. I'm bringing the engineer. We'll do storm gun, that for healing mechs, keeping my mechs running. Now you have sapper, but you do not have, well, we'll see when it starts over. Packmaster, yeah, you're not a smoker. You are not a dense smoker, so you're gonna have things other than that. So you'll carry extra Psi grenades, and you'll carry extra wherever the chem was. I went right past it. Except you don't even get a lot of those, do you? So you have Packmaster. Why are you only getting... I have something that prevents me from getting the 3 here. I don't have the perk that gives me extra support grenades. So I'll have rockets and grenades, so maybe what we could look at doing here, a couple extra battle scanners to potentially engage at longer range for the rest of the team, those with squad sight, limited squad sight. Mags, I think you have better aim at 85, I'm guessing. Oh yeah. So Mags gets the plasma weapon. Titan armor. And as a target, alloy plating and scope. And since we're not moving, I'm loading people down. We are not going to be relying on mobility today. Oh. So gunners will carry their extra med kit since they get targeted a lot. And then over here, yeah, it is a trap, Carlos. It is a trap. Yeah, smoke and mirrors. I didn't pick that perk, and I love that perk, but oh well. So we got long range suppression, which will be vital. And once again, we come down here to alloy plating and scope. That's something I gotta remember to build. I need a few more scopes. In case nobody's noticed. We only have like 2. Other than the marksman scope and stuff. Okay. And then here we got the Vindicator. Here we got the particle cannon. Here we got restorative mist. You know, kinetic strike module, well, if berserkers come and I can use it, maybe. But other than that, we don't have, if we've got a chrysalids coming in us, we don't have the flamethrower anymore that's been our savior for chrysalids getting close to us. So we'll do that. And that. Battle computer for aim. We got that. So you won't have the thumper. Yeah, that'll help you hit harder. No, but your aim isn't as good. So I gotta not give that to you. That's gotta go to my sniper. This has gotta go to my sniper. So I will give you the thumper, therefore. That'll make Carlos happy. To have the potential to be able to use that. Although it's not like we're going to be running up to get into position. Okay. So we'll give that to our sniper before I forget. Now 109 aim is good. Let's see. TAC R. We're going to give you flight. No, not the reflex rifle. Sniper rifle, plasma pistol, illuminator, fuel, and that. All right, go back to Waffle. Now Waffle does not have rapid fire. We got to remember that also. Kibo has rapid fire. At least we had a backup railgun. Thank goodness for small favors. You do have a grenade launcher. Give you a little defense there. Give you a little aim help there. And then we'll give you the alloy jacketed rounds to increase the damage output. And everybody's done except the Avatar, Boomster. Okay, I can go back and give our medic Titan armor. We did have enough because I ended up bringing 2 mechs, that's why. Recoilless rifle. Yeah, you'll be the only one. Since I don't have a scout, I need that for our first initial move and setup so we don't activate. And then, does anybody else have space to carry anything? Not really. So that's the loadout that we're going to be going with, my friends. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, I gotta go back to Quampa. That's the one thing I gotta do that I almost forgot already. There. And is, yeah, heavy plasma rifle is stupid to give you because it'll slow you up even more. So we're keeping you just the way you are. You're not here for a shooter or to be a shooter. You're here to keep everybody alive. How bad is it if I do that? See, it gives you no movement. But maybe you don't need movement because we're not going to be doing a lot of moving. Yeah, I don't think a laser rifle will do the damage output that we might want. And it doesn't change speed. So it does help aim a little, but if I'm gonna hit, I'd rather have Gauss. Now the heavy plasma is kind of awkward. Now, you know, it's like the battle rifle, which we never used in the early game because of the limits. It confers +1 damage over the plasma rifle. However, if you move or take a blue action, your aim goes down by 10. It's only good aim if you don't move. Or similar aim, and it gives plus damage. But, I mean, you can steady. +1 damage when steadied also. It lowers your mobility by 1. The mobility would be even worse. And then there's also a thing where your first shot, yeah, that's what it is. And it's not worded that way, but essentially you can say if it's on a infantry guy that gets 2 shots when he's not moving, the first shot is fine, but the second shot is 10 less aim because it's your second shot after taking a blue move, which is the first shot. So you're, rather than getting locked in, this thing's so heavy, your aim lowers by 10 on your second shot. No, it's just like that battle rifle. It's another version of the battle rifle, which I hated. I never used that originally. And when I spent everything on this, I didn't realize it at the time, or I would have gotten a different weapon probably. Maybe just a, you know, we've taken this out a few times, but the aim is such a bugger to work with if you move or take a shot. Or second shot, I should say. So it's tough. So anyway. Yeah, but if you have any, well, yeah, we don't really have an infantry guy to take the 2 shots anyway. But I don't know who it would work on. And who did we say could use it? I'm just gonna look at it again. There's only certain infantry, scout, assault, medic, or engineer. So we could give it to Scarecrow. But want to see how slow she'll be? What do you think now? We're not moving anyway, right? Oh God. That's how horrible it is. There's too many downsides to it. I think they overdid the downsides to this weapon, if you want my opinion. So, that's crazy. Our plan is to hang out in the... Why, you have a conceal scout that is so slow she can't run from full cover to full cover? Is that what you're saying, Carlos? Can you imagine that? Oh, if I get over to that full cover from where I am in full cover, I'll still be hidden. And then she goes, oh God, this is heavy. I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's just think about that for a second, Carlos. Your concealment scout, if anybody, needs a little speed to get from full cover to full cover, especially on certain maps. And now that I thought about it, that's why I took my conceal scout off of this mission, because if we start on the sides, definite lack of full cover. And I won't be able to see, it's tons of half cover or no cover on the sides. And what can I say? Now, as long as they don't flank you, proximity means nothing. As long as you stay hidden. Like, if they're within sight of you and you're hidden, but you lean out to shoot your weapon, well, you're visible again. And you can't regain concealment on your move from line of sight. You have to go, like, move from line of sight to full cover that's out of sight, and then from that full cover, move to another full cover, and you'll regain your concealment. It kind of works that way. But you can't shoot. There's certain actions you can't do without with a concealment scout that break the cover. You can reload. I can't. I have to think about it every time I play with a concealment scout. I have to think of what breaks concealment. So I cannot think of anything else. Do y'all want me to at least start where we're gonna start? Because if it goes bad, it's gonna be a short mission. And it all depends on where you start. Because if you move out of line of sight, but you start within line of sight, that won't conceal you. Yeah, save it for next week. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's probably best. Either we're gonna get into a long mission, or yeah, you're learning about me and my composure. Learning about me and my composure, huh? I couldn't hide that one for very long, could I, hey? Couldn't hide that one. Pixel Dragon, I think you're lurking. I think you're lurking. And of course, good to see you in here. Sorry to blow your cover, but when I see names that I enjoy, oh, now it's gone. I called you out and you left. You bailed. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll take a look at next week's schedule, which is going to be slightly different because Friday will be off. May 1st is a holiday around here, and I've been told I need to keep that day open. So I have. It's starting to get into the season where trips are being planned also. So I'm also looking at for a 10-ish day period last week of May and first week of June. Could be heading over to, well, could be planning to be headed over to Prague for my second Prague visit to explore more, because my great-grandfather's from around there. And that is the known breaks coming up that are on my calendar and schedule. This next Friday, and yeah, Monday to Wednesday sporadic. Well, you'll make the terror from the void. What do you know? You'll make the terror from the void. Yeah, it's impossible to come up with a schedule that suits everybody. It's a shame, but that's why we have VODs. So if you want to catch up, you can. I recommend for my VODs, turn it on 2x speed. I do that when I gotta look through stuff all the time, and it might be the way to watch my VODs. Just so you know, you can't control the way and the speed I speak on the live streams, but you can on the VODs. So there's a little tip that may work for some of you that don't always have time. And other than that, I have nothing else to add. That's the big news, at least for this next upcoming month of May, that I know of, where I'll have some planned breaks. Other than that, thank you everybody for hanging with me, and we shall move on and go. Everybody have a good weekend. I will be taking the full weekend off, and coming back on Monday as it shows here. So we'll pick this mission up on Monday and see if we can work through the trap or if we just get overwhelmed. A little bit of RNG involved. A little bit of RNG. So anyway, this is Zigzag Zog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I hope to see y'all next week. Anybody in Twitch, hang on as we say goodbye to everybody in YouTube. So, ciao everybody.